Hi, welcome to Beginning Cooks. Today I'm going to be making a lemon pound cake with strawberries. I got the recipe from a blog that looks delicious. It's called The Secret Life of Bee. It's a few basic ingredients, a few basic steps, and we'll have a delicious lemon pound cake. Let's do it. First, we will want to preheat our oven to 338 degrees Fahrenheit. Now, you probably don't have a mark for that if you have a dial, so it's about halfway between 325 and 350. We are also going to want to quarter a handful of strawberries, and I'm going to use 5. So first you'll want to hold them, so take a small paring knife, stick it in, and then just rotate the strawberry. That will cut off the top. Put it down on your cutting surface, and cut it into quarters. And do that with all 5 of your strawberries. Now sift half a cup of powdered sugar into a small or medium bowl. Now add 3 eggs that were sitting out and warmed up to room temperature. And I like to break mine off to the side and check for shells, just to make sure there's no shells in them. There's 1 egg, 2 eggs, and 3 eggs. Then you need 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon, and 2 teaspoons. Whisk all those together. Now sift in a separate bowl half a cup of flour, you need a little over half a teaspoon of baking powder, and just a pinch of salt. And whisk these together as well. Before we begin to melt this stick of butter, use it to grease your loaf pan. And this is a 3x5 typical size loaf pan. Okay? And you can use some plastic or some sort of wrap to evenly spread the butter out. Place your butter in a small saucepan, but don't turn on the heat yet. You need to get the zest of 2 large lemons in there with the butter first. So that means just grate the skin, all of it, or as much as you can, of 2 large lemons. As you begin to grate your second lemon, turn your heat for the saucepan on to low so that the butter begins to melt. We want the butter completely melted before we mix everything together. Now that the butter is melted, slowly mix all 3 ingredients together, a little at a time, but it says to mix quick. And don't overmix. Again, we don't want to overmix this. Okay, it's beginning to thicken up. Smells very lemony, more than I would think from just the zest of 2 lemons. Now pour your mixture into your buttered dish, your loaf pan. Now put your quartered strawberries into the dough. Wow, really I only needed like 2 or 3 quartered strawberries. Let's see if I can fit some more in there. I don't want to overdo it either. Now bake this in the middle of your preheated oven for about 40 minutes, or until a toothpick or knife comes out of the center almost completely dry. A little wet, but mostly dry. Alright, it's been about 20 minutes for me, and mine is looking pretty good. It's darkened quite a bit, it's firm, it's dry. If we were to stick a toothpick in, we would see that it's mostly dry in the center. So let it cool in the pan just for a few minutes, loosen up the edges with a butter knife, and then we're going to turn it out onto a cooling rack. Once your cake is cooled for a few minutes, really loosen up the sides with a butter knife, and then turn it out onto a wire rack to cool. And be gentle with it. Once it is cooled a little bit, you can sprinkle some powdered sugar onto it. Just lightly dust it. Alright, I've got a little piece of my lemon pound cake with strawberry. It's got some powdered sugar. I got a piece that had a strawberry in it. Oh yeah, super moist cake. The lemon is light, not overpowering. The strawberry is really nice. Powdered sugar on top gives it a sweetness I really like. This is the kind of cake that doesn't overpower you with sweetness. It'd be good to have with some tea or milk on the side. Simple, delicious, and quick. If you like this video, please subscribe and try it. You'd be surprised how easy this is. And when you make it, be proud of yourself. And try to share it, if you can.